107.93. Welcome to a post-game reaction and some highlights slash potentially some terminology, some X's and O's from tonight's game. We'll see if YouTube doesn't take this down because you know how they get about showing highlights on live streams. But hey, man, it is what it is. Just trying to do my thing. Hopefully everybody is well. The Kings are undefeated in preseason. Davion Mitchell not only showed tonight that he is a great defender, and I'm not afraid to say it anymore. I know he hasn't played a single regular season game, but I mean, come on. You can already tell this kid is the real deal defensively. But tonight, he showed a lot of people in attendance, a lot of Blazer fans. Watch out, October 20th. I am coming for Damian Dalla Lillard. And I'm going to make it very tough on him, okay? Will he stop him? No. Nobody can stop Damian Lillard. Nobody can stop Stephen Curry. It's about how he competes against these types of players, showing that toughness like a Marcus Smart type player. At times like a Patrick Beverley, but even though it's love and hate with Patrick because sometimes he's a good defender, sometimes he's not. Let's be honest. He gets a lot of pub for being a great defender, but he's an okay, adequate, above average defender. Let's call it the way it is. A lot of it is because so many guys are so bad that he looks better than what it is. But he's not like a Drew Holiday type defender, right? Like Holiday is elite to me. Marcus Smart is elite to me. Thibault is elite to me. And you go down the list, right? OG is elite to me. Those types of guys are elite defenders on the perimeter. And obviously a guy like Ben Simmons is elite on the perimeter as well. So Davion is and will join that crew of really good defenders very, very soon. Right now, he is getting a lot of love and attention, I would say league-wide. Even the announcers were really impressed, and they were even more impressed from the ability of how he was shooting the ball tonight, right? Finishing with 20 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 6 of 9 from beyond the arc, which is 66.7%. That is hell of a percentage, man. And only 1 turnover. That is insane. 7 of 12 from the field overall. He just had a great game, and it's fun to watch. It truly is fun to watch. I'm loving every single second about it. And even though I've gotten a lot of questions in my DMs about Buddy, Bagley, and I think it was Tristan Thompson, Halliburton tonight setting out. Oh, does that mean that the Kings are getting Ben Simmons? I just think it's funny how the whole Ben Simmons saga is coming down to what I said was going to come down to. I said the Sixers need to relax. Don't pay the man. Don't budge. And I guarantee you he's going to come back and play. Worst case scenario, because these types of players have a lifestyle to upkeep. And you not getting those paychecks, hey, guess what? It ain't that easy because when you live that type of lifestyle, well, guess what? You need to get paid. And right now, he ain't getting paid. And who knows if he even sells that $3.1 million house in Philadelphia. It's just not the same getting your checks like that from the NBA. I don't know if they get paid weekly or bi-weekly, but trust me, it's going to hurt you regardless of how much money you've made. These guys have financial advisors, and I don't know if he wants to dig into his savings. Who knows? But I kind of figured and I assumed and I predicted that he was going to cave in first. And from all the reports, it seems like he's going to show up and he's going to play. Now, the interesting thing is, can they trade him as soon as possible, or will this hurt his value? What will the chemistry be with that Philadelphia 76ers squad? I know there's going to be a lot of drama at practice. Is it going to be like that Jimmy Butler drama when he busted someone's, at practice, and then he got traded after that? Who knows? It's going to be fun to watch, though, for sure. Let's start watching some of the highlights from tonight. Again, okay, so on this first play, we see Richaun Holmes get beat. And he was the talk, right, tonight, where a lot of Kings fans were saying, well, Richaun Holmes gets paid. Every time a Kings player gets paid, they seem not to perform at their highest level. Come on, man. It's preseason. He needs to knock off some of that rust. I'm not worried about him defensively. They were criticizing his defensive prowess tonight. You know, it is what it is. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it until he starts doing it consecutively during the regular season. Then I'd be concerned. But what do you want me to say about his defense? I know that when the game counts, his defense shows up. I'm not the type of guy after, what is it, two years? 2 years of Richaun Holmes playing really good defense. I'm not going to overreact over a couple of preseason games. And, you know, it is what it is. Like, I'm going to take it with a grain of salt. And I'm definitely going to give him the benefit of the doubt because that's what you do to a player who has shown nothing but consistency throughout his tenure as a Sacramento King. That is that. I wanted to get that out of the way because I know a lot of you guys will, in fact, bring that up or have brought that up. I've seen it far too often, and it's getting kind of annoying. Like right there, like, you know, it's a broken play. Hey, he's nice, though. Ellsbury. Metu, though. Metu is just so skilled offensively, man. I just hope he gets playing time because I just don't think Bagley is as good as he is right now. I think they're very close, but if there's a pecking order, why wouldn't Metu be on top of the pecking order? He finished the season off strong. He had a great summer with Team Nigeria. He had a great summer league. What does he have to do to get over Marvin Bagley? And again, Bagley right now, supposedly if the season started, he'd be fine. But he's dealing with a knee injury already. So Metu should stay ready. I believe he is ready. And when his number gets called. But yet again, I do think that Luke will play a lot of Alex Len and Tristan Thompson. He really likes that combo. I personally don't. I think it's going to clunk the lane offensively, save for a guy like Tyrese and De'Aaron Fox and Davion Mitchell. There isn't enough shooting for me in those types of lineups. I would hate to see something like that, but that's just me. What's up, Derek? What's up, brother? That guy is going to be boo the heck out of him. Bag is definitely a better rebounder. Bagley is a better rebounder, yes. But other than being a better rebounder, there is nothing he does better than Metu. Literally. There is nothing that he does better. Metu is a better shooter. He's smoother, better athlete. We were sold this, Bagley has a great second jump. Metu has a better second jump. Second round pick out of USC. That is just crazy to say, but it's true. It's true. We were sold on a second jump where it hasn't been impressive at the NBA level. Let's be honest. It just hasn't. Bagley, to me, at times looks way too stiff for his size, and he needs to gain more weight. Not that he hasn't, but he's a center at the NBA level. That's what he is. He's not a stretch four. Metu is more of that stretch four that can score off the bench, be that Terrence Davis at the stretch four position, potentially play some small ball five. But that's what Bagley is. Like, that's what I think should happen. Both of them coming off the bench. It could be a disaster defensively. I understand that. But, man, Bagley's a center. That's what he is. That's what he's always been. But if y'all want to keep lying to yourselves, be my guest. I only speak the facts here. I only speak the truth here. But it is what it is, man. He's also a better rapper. With these, he needs to get stronger. That should be his number one priority. And again, he's gone stronger supposedly, but we still see, even in the preseason, what have we seen? We've seen guards face guard him, move him out of his spot in the paint. The Kings trying to force it into him. It's not fun to watch. Like, it truly isn't. And it's getting worrisome for sure. Alex Len here. Oh, good defense. You know what I love though about just that defensive possession, and we'll see it again later in the game, and just throughout the NBA. And I've watched a lot of preseason games. I've watched a lot of them because I've been gambling on them, and I'm doing pretty well. I've only lost twice. I think I'm 9-2 so far out of 11 games. But the defensive physicality is so much better. Refs are allowing guys to be physical for the first time in I don't know how long. But it's great to watch because now all these offensive players will have to work a lot harder, and when the game gets tight, their bodies will be worn down and won't be as fresh because they're not going to get these little calls and go to the free throw line, take a few, deep breaths of fresh air and be like, boom, shot, right? Now, if they're not calling these little silly soft fouls, we could see a lot more shots being missed down the stretch, a lot more drama. You got to love what the NBA is doing. I love it. I really do. And there we see Harrison Barnes easily put it up. There he goes again. And I like what Fox is doing, man. Again, active hands from Metu, active activity, being very active from De'Aaron Fox, fighting through screens, and Terrence Davion comes into the game, and he does what I've always said. He is a microwave scorer with no conscience, and that's what you need from a guy coming off the bench. You don't want him to be like, oh, man, I missed 2 shots in a row. I'm not going to take this shot. I'm going to be passive. No, you want him to be aggressive and shoot every single shot. That is what you want from a bench scorer, a Jordan Clarkson mentality. That is what I want in my bench scorer. He is more than capable of being that microwave scorer. Tonight, he finished the game with 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 6-14 from the field, 3 of 9 from beyond the arc. It's just what he does, bro. Keep shooting, TD. He's playing with high energy. You got to love it. Kenneth Flint, what's up, bro? Why didn't Bagley and Hield play tonight? Bagley's injured and Hield was a rest day. Tyrese was a rest day. Tristan Thompson was a rest day. It is what it is, bro. Again, some of the reports are, we all get the same email and we all get the same Twitter DM from the Kings PR. Potentially he could play if the regular season was here, but as both Derek and I have said, Metu is a better basketball player right now. Not by a lot, but he's definitely better. He's better suited at the stretch 4 as opposed to Bagley, who was a 5. He's a small ball 5, but he is a center in the NBA. And I don't know what Metu got to do to be in front of him in the depth chart. It's crazy to me. It truly is. Jonathan says that Monte time the way the refs are calling games now with the building his defensive team. Who knows, bro? That's a fascinating point. Good point there. Derek says Fox, Halliburton, and Davion are plus defenders. Get one more player like them, and we got a real good team. I would say Halliburton is a much better off-ball defender, more of a safety type player on defense, roaming, getting steals, right? He's active, but on the ball, he's not very good, I would say. That's not a strong suit. Let's just say that. On the ball, Davion Mitchell is an animal. On the ball, when De'Aaron Fox is checked into the game, right? When he's locked in, De'Aaron Fox is a beast on the ball. He's shown that all throughout his career. He hasn't done it consistently. Now he has a guy who he can be like, damn, he gonna push me to the next level type of guy, like a Davion Mitchell, who is a professional on-ball defender. You gotta love it because he is lighting a fire under De'Aaron Fox, right? And you gotta love it. Like, you gotta love it. Terrence is a good athlete too. Strong and solid defense. Yeah, he's solid. He's tough. He's active. Lots of good stuff there. Oh man, this is the defense I was talking about. Oh, see, that's a good screen, but on most years, most Kings guards would stop right there, and they'd get discouraged. But this dude is just relentless, man. He's like a mosquito. He just doesn't leave you alone. Look at that. And even though he made that shot, which again, Dennis is a very good athlete. Not the best of basketball, not the best of basketball players, right? I've never been on him, and you guys know how I felt about him coming out of that 2017 draft out of North Carolina State. North Carolina State. North Carolina State? The fake Wolfpack? Is it North Carolina State? I forget. But the fake Wolfpack, you know what I'm saying? Because the real Wolfpack is the University of Nevada, Reno. Shout out to Nevada, by the way. But yeah, he's, you know, he's trying to stick on to a roster for sure. He's tried, but he gets cut a lot. And I wish him nothing but the best. I think he's a great kid. But Davion is just, I mean, he's so much better already as a rookie. And this guy's in his fifth year? His fifth season? Fourth season? I forget. Yeah. But Davion's just a beast, man. He's a beast defensively. He just doesn't stop playing. Oh, my God. Just look at that anticipation from Davion. It's just crazy to me. Look at this. He gets screened, but he's so fast. His hips, that hip flexibility, that hip mobility is just so impressive, man. And he gets back into the frame. Should have probably called the offensive foul. They don't. And he gets the dunk. But ain't no Kings guard done that in 15 years, bro. This is the type of energy, the type of defensive intensity that you need to get better. That you need to win games. Because it's inspirational, man. Just look at that. For the most part, they going to call that on Dennis. I don't care what anybody has to say. There he is. Dude, TD is just no conscience. And that's what he needs. Just like Buddy, no conscience. I don't care if I'm 0 for 13. I'm going to shoot the 14 shot and make it. That needs to be my mindset because if I put the work in, I know the next shot's going to go in. You cannot have a passive scorer coming off your bench. I'm sorry. You just can't. No way. I mean, that's not good defense, but yeah. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Again, we're just reacting to some of these highlights. My goodness. Yeah. That's some good stuff there. Nice dribble penetration from TD. Okay. Again, we'll appreciate if you guys like all our videos. It helps the algorithm for sure, man. I don't understand how we get thousands of views and y'all don't like it. Or at least dislike it. Whatever the case may be. Because it just helps a lot. We need y'all to come and like. I thought he had a nice little stint there, right? Jemiah's had a nice little stint for sure. See right there, TD, right? Typically, if this was Davion, he keeps fighting. He kind of gave up. Great screen. I'm not going to destroy him for this because I understand that Nurk is one of the best screen setters in the NBA. You best believe that. White body strong. And it hurts. It hurts when you get slammed like that. So it's just something to point out in film sessions like, hey, bro, try and fight through that, right? Because Davion going to fight through that all the time. That's just it is what it is. What do you think of Ramsey? He has made some improvements. I think he has made improvements. He's definitely a G League player still to me. That's just what I think about him. Don't get me wrong. Dan's had a good game today. He's not gonna get these type of opportunities, these types of looks when Dame and CJ and everybody else is back into the frame, though. Look at Metu. Look at Metu. Look at Metu. Jeez. Tell me when Marvin Bagley has done that. Seriously. Pull it up. Tell me when he has done that. Spin back to the left side. Smoothly rise up. I don't know when he's done that. Like, to me, Bagley is robotic. He's not smooth. Metu is such a great athlete. He's so much better at all these athletic things, man. It's I don't know what, again, if Marvin Bagley was the number 34 pick, and I forget what pick Metu was, but just hypothetically say Metu was a number 35 pick, there wouldn't be a single Kings fan that would say that Bagley is better than Metu. But because Bagley was the number 2 pick, you automatically assume he has more upside. He's better. And that's just the truth. Whether or not you want to admit that on the stream, when we end the stream and you're thinking that night before you go to sleep, man, like Leo has a point, but I will never admit that on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. That's completely up to you, but you know that I'm correct when I say that. Perception, narratives matter. If Marvin Bagley was picked number 34 and Chimezie Metu was picked 35, and they're both on this team, both 2018 guys, nobody would say that Bagley's better. Black and white, no number 2 pick attached, no, you passed on Luka attached. Nobody would say that Marvin Bagley is better. Nobody. There's just no way. And again, I'm not saying he's hella better than him, but I'm saying he's better than him. He has surpassed him. Chimezie Metu has improved every single year. Marvin Bagley has become stagnant. I don't know how much better he's gotten since his Duke days. And that is a legitimate concern for me. I don't know how much better he's gotten. Like, I really don't. He still doesn't have a right hand. Still. He still can't post up and not turn the ball over at a good rate. Because when they force the ball into him, he's still getting pushed around by guards. So where has he improved? His field's gone better. It's been 3.5 years. I would hope it gets better. This is all you do. Mark Lee says, I've always loved Metu playing. Hope he gets more minutes. He should be getting the Bagley minutes. Oh. See, that was nice. I ain't gonna lie. That was beautiful. I think that was Dennis. Good job, Dennis. Oof. There he is. Good block. Don't get hurt, big fella. Don't get hurt. I mean, that's what thing about Nurkic is like. I feel like he's always getting hurt on stuff like that. He tries, and when he's healthy, he's very good. But it's almost like my heart stops every time he jumps and lands. I'm like, oh man, he got injured. Oh my goodness! Derek says the thing about Bagley is that he's kind of an OG raw. It wasn't like he was peaked at a player. He hasn't put in effort. Speaking the truth, Jonathan Ramos, you know it, bro. You know it, dog. Here we go. See, go back. It's just don't know where the play started, but. So I don't know where the play started, but I think this might be the second action on this possession. Dribble handoff into a pick and roll, but he didn't roll. And Harrison just took it to the dude's chest, and this is what he's good at. He's smooth. And we had this HB last year before he got injured, and he was necked up, and then his statistics went down, right? Like a healthy Harrison Barnes is a very good basketball player. And then this dude is just, he's almost unguardable. I mean, what do you do? with this with this kid. Like, if this is going in at a consistent rate, which it has, what do you do with Fox? I don't know. Simmons look good tonight. Look at Davion push it. That was an and one. That is my second loss, right? And again, that was an accident bet, but I had them -7.5. They won by 7 at the half. Didn't mean to make that bet. Made that bet on accident. But that was an and one. Makes that free 30. Win by 8. I win. That gives me my second loss. I'm still 10-2, 9-2, whatever. Yeah, I was upset about that for sure. Pick and roll, swing the ball, swing. Results. HB, yes sir. Where you going, homie? I'm too strong. Yeah, he's Mr. Smooth, Mr. Consistent when he's healthy, when he's not necked up. But again, playing this style gets you necked up. But the beautiful thing about this season is that the Kings have depth. So we can afford for this dude to take off a few nights because they have the depth. They have the scoring punch off the bench this season. Something that they haven't had in a long time, right? But when he's on, the Kings are so much better. And that's just the truth. HB's nice, bro. Look at Fox. Oh, my God. What do you do, bro? Oh, my Lord. I mean, what? Snatch back. Where your hips at, homie? Oh, my God. This is just ridiculous, bro. This is getting ridiculous. Like, what do you do with that? I don't know what you do with that. Dude, De'Aaron Fox can easily be a top 10 player, bro. And this dude's talent is just off the charts, man. Holy smokes. Easy peasy. Give me my lunch. Give me my lunch meat, man. Feed the man. Feed the beast inside. Richaun Holmes. Oh, he low-key traveled, but it's a nice little hesitation. Simmons is nice. A big fan of his game. Nice scoring guard off the bench. Combo guard can deliver. Oh. Again, if there's anybody who can compete with that type of speed like Foxy, it's definitely Davion, right? It is definitely Davion. Look, where you going? That's right. One of my 6'3s, homie. Damn, bro, he's nice. He's nice. If that's real and that's fallen, holy smokes, the Kings has hit the gold. I don't know if it's gonna be real. I'm hoping that it is, and you know, I'm leaning towards yes, it's going to be real because he shot 43% his junior year, right? Or senior year, I forget already. Point is, this last season at Baylor, 43%. Is it real? Like his mechanics are flawless. His mechanics are beautiful, right? But is it real though? Like that off the dribble, that he is so dangerous if he can hit that at a consistent rate. If he's shooting 38%, that is as real as it gets. Like the Kings are winning at that point. I mean, it's good defense. Dennis had a good game. What did he finish with? He finished with 18 points. He was 2 or 3 from beyond the arc, 7 assists, 1 steal. You know, he had a game of his life, man. Good for him. TD's nice, bro. He's strong. He's physical. He's a scorer, baby. Yeah. Holmes struggled today. His floater shot was not working today. Handsy. I did talk about that earlier, addressed it earlier, but I ain't worried about it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not worried about it, and you shouldn't either. Ooh, Cook. Good pass. Good pass, boy. Cook's a good guy. Alex Len. Alex Len likes the Kings, bro, because he wasn't that good with the Wizards when he left. like he wasn't good with the Hawks when he came to the Kings, and he's playing good again. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Mr. King said, "Let me get this 3-point shot." Yep, 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 yep. Okay. Um, yeah, that's athleticism at its finest. Nice. I say 35% plus from three. Yeah, but like if you shoot 38% and above, that's gold, bro. Like that's gold, right? Oh, get that out of here, boy. Dude, TD is just aggressive with it, man. You got it. Like, he definitely got fouled there. And Mr. Kane, here we go. Nice pass. Not, I mean, that's how you run the lane if you're Shemezi Metu. And then, you know, Ramsey misses. But guess what? Who has that nice first and second jump? Metu. I'm telling you, man. Man, these minutes. He needs those Bagley minutes. Whap. Give my dime, boy. Who said I can't pass? And one thing, these highlights won't show it. I'll be in Dallas on Thursday, so I'm not doing the post game Kings Lakers, but I don't know if I might do a strictly defensive breakdown on Davion. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. Don't know yet. But one of the things that I noticed today is, and he does this every game, when he's driving and he's trying to pass the ball, it gets deflected a lot because of his size. Those are some of the concerns that I saw on tape. While at Baylor, they are continuing. How can he adjust? He can adjust, obviously, by watching more film, but he needs to be self-conscious of getting that ball out a little bit quicker. And by that, I mean a second quicker, because he doesn't have that size to go over the defense like that, and he's going to have that turnover. I think that was his sole turnover today, right? But he does it every game, and that's where he needs to improve offensively drastically, because if he's going to be on ball off the bench and he's going to lead, right, the second unit, but I don't think he has to, because if the Kings are smart, they'll be able to have either Tyrese or De'Aaron at all times, right? Mix and match some of these guys and have two legit facilitators. That's why I love the idea of Ben Simmons, because then you got three legit playmakers and you can, again, have different combinations and etc. Like, you already know how I feel about Ben Simmons, but Davion with the live dribble, you know, pushing the ball, that's when he's best. If you bring him off weak side actions and he's shooting the shot like the way he was today, my God, that's just what you want. Because if you're shooting the shot, you have to treat him like Buddy Hield at that point. And if you treat him like Buddy Hield, he's gonna blow by you and attack you. But every game he gets blocked because of his size, and that's okay. But he needs to continue to improve on his passing skills in the pick and roll. Guys are going to start to bring that double to hard hedge him, right? And it'll be interesting to see how he adjusts to that for sure. Here he comes again. Oh, not a great screen. See, this is what I'm saying, though. Like, he needs to wait. That's too fast. You need to wait until your big man can sit the screen so you can rub off his shoulder and attack his man, right? Metu's man right here. But, this looked more of like a ghost screen. It wasn't supposed to be a ghost screen. It was supposed to be intended to be a legit hammer screen up top. But, it's too fast. It gives this guy too much space. Bad pass. And this wasn't even the bad pass that I was referring to. So this was the turnover. I think the other one that I was talking about was earlier in the game where it got deflected, and I think it ended up back in the hands of a Kings player. But this is what I'm referring to. It's funny how I was talking about that, and I had no idea that this was going to come up. But he needs to get better in this area. If he's going to be on ball, he needs to get better. He's below average right now. Let's just call it the way it is. That's nice. Here comes again. Oh, looks like the sumo. I love this kid, Emmanuel Terry. He's a stud. I love me some Emmanuel Terry. I'd play him a lot with other guys too, but that's me. That's me. Again, man, appreciate everybody. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Like, what stood out to you today? To me, it was a Davion Mitchell show. Great performance. Just a great, marvelous performance, man. Appreciate Derek and everybody else who joined the conversation. Hanji, Jonathan, Mark, Jonathan, Kenneth, everybody, man. I appreciate you guys as always. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. For all those. And again, if y'all got interest in the Raptors, if you have interest in the Rockets, covering them for show. Potentially might pick another team, but it's already hella work as it is. Like, I did a post-game show after the Rockets-Raptors game. Coincidentally, they played today. The Raptors look like... Not the Raptors, sorry. The Rockets look like straight trash. The youth will show on a lot of nights, and the youth will show in good ways. Like, they gonna run some teams out of the gym. They gonna get run out of the gym because they have bad habits, right? It takes time for young teams like this that are built to the draft to start showing those positive strides in the right direction. But it's gonna be fun to watch them because Jalen Green, Kevin Porter Jr., dude, they're box office. That tandem, that duo is gonna be nice for a long time, bro. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for Terry to make the team for sure, but got to keep pushing for his name out there. And take on Gruden sucks, but hey, man, it is what it is. You said it best. Like, he needs to be self-conscious of all the stuff that he wrote, man. There needs to be repercussions from all those things, Big time mistakes. And I kept saying it yesterday. Lost a huge bet. Lost about $440 on the Raiders, right? And yes, I was upset about that, but watching that game, I was like, dude, this team looks off. Waller dropped 2 passes. Nobody within 5 feet of him. It's like... And the whole week was full of distractions, right? And I was like, are these guys trying to send him a message? Like... I wasn't sure, but then after the game and with more speculation and more rumors popping up before he essentially ended up resigning, I was like, dude, that's what it was. Like, he lost the team this week. They didn't want to play for him. They should have destroyed the Bears. No disrespect to the Bears, but even on that, like, they just looked off. You know what I mean? Like, the preparation just wasn't there. And the fact that they dropped so many passes that they always catch, and I'm not even referring to the other guys because they do drop the ball in the end zone, Edwards, but just Waller, like, how do you drop those? And I don't know if it's an intentional thing, but the team looked lost. The team was uninspired. You saw Derek Carr's face the whole time. What did they do this week? It was full of drama. That's what it was. Not to make excuses for them. Obviously, give credit to the Bears for being tough, and that defense was, good. But for the most part, you could have broken that defense apart if you would have played like the previous weeks. You know what I'm saying? So, and just to touch on Gruden, just to end it, like, damn, man, it's common sense. Like, I don't know if they threaten them with, we going to release more emails, or is he racist? He says he's not, but proof is in the pudding, man. I'm not going to judge him and say he's a racist right now in 2021. He still could be, but this happened, a while back. Has he thought about his mistakes? Has he changed as a human being? We truly don't know that. And anyone who wants to debate that, you're lying to yourself because you're not God to know what's in his heart right now. We don't know if he truly has changed. But that doesn't mean you don't suspend him or fire him or whatever. And it happened. Like he resigned, which is the right thing to do, the right move for the organization. You have to move on from that. But if you sit here and you tell me, hey, Leo, I think he's a racist, he can't change, like anybody can change. Literally. Anybody can change. You know, even a guy like Grant Napier, he can change. So all evil can change if you give your life to God. So let's not be super judgmental about this. Yes, I'm acknowledging for sure. Like, he made a lot of them. I mean, those are inappropriate comments. For sure. Like, facts. But that doesn't mean that he can't change. People change. That's just what I think, though. That's just what I think, man. And that's true. Like, if you read the Bible, man, and real quick, a lot of the prophets, a lot of the people who get praised today, they were like pieces of garbage human beings. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were awful, but they repented, right? Like, you're able to repent. You're allowed to repent. So, you know, it's super unfortunate. But yeah, they had to move on from him because of that, and the climate that we're in today. It's, you know, it is what it is. Like, it had to happen. I say hopefully. Oh man, what did Luke send out? I forget. I forget about the whole thing, man. I don't know. But all right, man. I appreciate y'all. I read the KJNV Bible front to back this year. Yay, good stuff, Derek. I'm reading the Bible every day with Father Mike Schmitz. Definitely recommend that. It's never too late to come on and you know and listen to the Bible. It doesn't matter like what religion you're in or whatever, but the Bible in the Year with Father Mike Schmitz was #1 podcast in the world at one point, and he's just an awesome human being. Highly recommend it. But yeah, man. Thank you guys, and again on behalf of the entire CK family, I'll see y'all on the next one.